Yeah, man. What up?
Hey, man. Coolin', man.
I beat you.
I know, man. That's what I'm talking about, man.
I know you wasn't expecting that right now.
No, you caught me off guard. I ain't gonna lie to you. No, for real. That was up, though, man.
Hey, man, we got Team Light Skin in the building right now.
Straight
homeboy.
up.
You feel me?
It's just one, though.
Nah, we.
Oh, yeah.
We in full effect.
It's gotta be more than a team. No, okay.
We in full effect.
This is French, man. There is an I in team. What's poppin', man?
Oh, man, it's a pleasure to be here. As far as I'm concerned, man, I'm on the damn Breakfast Club.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro.
You know
For
what
real.
I'm
Deal. You're a citizen at the GoodHenneC show in the morning.
We're going to switch it up for y'all. Look, the new show starting 7 a.m. on Monday.
For real, man.
Yeah, man. So welcome to the GoodHenneC show, man. Happy to have you here on this platform. You know, we all about the music, man. We all about the artists sharing what they do. That video that just went off, you know, if you could kind of give us, you know, I know that's an older project.
Oh, man. That was 10 years from now, that's going to be the project, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was a joint that, man, nobody was really like messing with me on music, and then J Good reached out. You know what I'm saying? We came in and we had one of these most organic studio sessions. Ended up knocking out like 5 beats in the whole project within like 2 sessions, and that was a record that we ended up the only one that had the most kind of single quality, especially in a landscape when we were deciding we weren't going to have no rules with it. We were just going to jump in the mix and make some music, and that's the one that had, you know, enough single quality. So we shot a video for it, man. One day we just went out there, was thugging it. It was cold as hell. You know what I mean? Man, we shot it and edited it a week later and pushed it to the streets.
Yeah, man. Dope. Hip hop meds, man.
Straight up.
It's a dope video, man. I forgot it. What's up? Man, I forgot her name. What's her name? Corinne Cassell. The girl who shot it.
Oh yeah, Corinne Cassell. Yeah. Shout out to her. Shout out to her, man. Shit, man, we've been doing this since we were like 17. Okay. Came out to Atlanta, said we're gonna do it like for real. You know what I mean? I did the college thing for a couple years, not knocking it to anybody, but I just realized I wasn't motivated in that. I wanted to make some money out the streets. Tried to make some money out the streets, did, but also, you know, made some issues for myself as well. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we get to that eventually. We're gonna have to allude to that regardless. And then, you know, try to make some money off the music, or at least commit and do it right. Yeah. And that was what the whole idea between dropping Rocks on Pavement and Good Luck. Mm-hmm. It was like, yo, we gonna rap, we gonna attack it, we gonna take whatever we got, and we gonna inch at it. And then a year later, you know, after been down the road, been everywhere, you know what I'm saying, been to Miami, then went to Mardi Gras a few times, man, we got this project that's finally ready to drop in July 25th, and we're hoping it's gonna be, you know, silver lining, something like that.
Yeah, man. This project that he's talking about is called Neat.
Yes, sir.
It's 4 letters, man. Why Neat?
Neat, man, because all I talk about is whiskey and women.
That's it.
Nah, but it was just, instead of calling it whiskey and women, or, you know, because those have essentially been my muses going into the entire project. I hope that's a word, muses. Is that how you say the plural form of muses?
Oh, man,
we gonna run with it,
word, man.
Fuck it, it's a word of the day.
We gonna run with it.
You know what I'm saying? Those are my muses. You know what I mean? While we're out here whiskey and women. And so we just packaged it, and you know, because we just want to give it to them straight, no tracer, straight out the bottom, out the bottle. I steered away from going with you know, heavy metaphors and, you know, telling grandiose poems, and just kind of giving it to them exactly from my perspective about it. It's really just highlights the last 8 months of my life since coming home, you know what I mean? Not having nothing, not having nowhere to go, and the people that was around me, and the stories and the situations that was really some of the most pivotal points all our lives.
So you're not from here?
I'm from California,
really.
From
California,
yes,
okay, okay. You said coming home. I was trying to figure out what we talking about here.
When I said coming home,
get into it, man.
Man, I was on a little bit of a vacation.
Okay,
you know,
okay,
a little hiatus.
3 hours in a cot.
You know what I mean? I was away, for lack of a better word, and you know what I'm saying. Because actually, right before I went away, I was in a position to where, you know, I was cooking. Yeah. I was on the circuit, man, doing like a show a week at least. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Getting my buzz going, getting some features here and there, and then it kind of just halted everything. And then I had to basically start from ground zero coming out. Thank God for PAG, you know what I mean, and that community over there. Yeah. And you know, just basically, like, all in all, just trying to deal with life as a 23-year-old felon, trying to make this music happen. You know what I mean? And
right.
that's all that is. And the people that love me, that were essentially my family when I had no family out here. So
that's dope.
Yeah, man. It's it's an interesting story, man. It's like I said, we was working on this project, that the Blinded Conversations, and things were moving. Like you said, man, a show a week, like at least a show a week. And Div just called me one day. He was like, "Yo, man, we need to have a meeting." I was like, "All right, cool. What's good, bro?" He told me, he explained the situation, and the thing about it was that the way he approached it was such like a man handling his business. It was like, "Look, bro, I made some mistakes. My mistakes are gonna lead me into doing this. Right now, I need to form an action plan while I'm gone, so I can make sure that I'm staying relevant."
Straight up.
So, like, we went into the process, and I think we recorded 3 or 4 records. Or something like that. And these were just records that were strategically placed while he was away. So,
okay.
There's something there. You know what I mean? Like, as opposed to just like everybody looking like, "Yo, what Div at?" And no music out there, nobody to answer questions or anything like that. So,
right.
That happened, and I missed the summer drop, and that thesis statement, those records, and then Div came home, and he came home to. First off, I gotta go back into it, because I don't know if I ever thanked him, because before he left, he was like, "Look, man, we had been going." We had a show in Macon, I think. Shout out to Dosky Woe and Grant Tramp, Jamatron and all that. And we went down there and we was like, "Yo, we need to have something like that up here."
Yeah, in the city.
You know what I mean? Like something that's not, no, not to Apache. I love what they do, but just something that's different than Apache, because everybody think underground hip hop, the first thing they think about is going to Apache.
Right.
So it's like, let's figure out we can do something different than that. So, he introduced me to Kalungi and all the ideas that he had over there, and like basically we got set up doing these shows. And we started doing these shows while Div was gone, and he just came home to an audience waiting.
Yeah, that was sitting there that knew the words to the records. I'm like, "Hold up, man, let me find out."
we playing the records and everything. He came home for his first show, and packed house, and like everybody like there to see him. And the whole goal for this whole thing was like, look, somewhere for Div to perform 2 to 3 times a month, guaranteed. And it turned to something way bigger than that. It's really an underground circuit right now.
Yeah, straight up.
I mean? So, thank you for that.
Man, hey, man, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on, good.
That's super dope, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So this how you got, okay.
Yeah,
This is how we got cooking, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, we had these pieces. We was praying for pieces, and they fell in our lap. And I was like, "All right, good. I gotta go, but I got this.
Yeah.
You got it. I'll be right back." You know what I mean? We came back, and I came back. I couldn't even believe what it was.
Yeah,
and at this point, people coming out of town, putting up cash to put on, man, it's a blessing. Yeah. I knew there was nobody else whose hands I could put it in but his. So
yeah, man. So it just worked out. It worked out to turn to something bigger than what we could imagine, man. And really just setting up for this project. So the whole NEAT, the idea of NEAT, and you talk about whiskey and women, and where did the logic, I guess, for that come from? Like, what kind of shaped you to even start talking about that stuff as a subject?
Because I felt like I was too into my head about stuff. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be like, man, I'm about to put out a deep, crazy underground hip hop album, and I'm just like, man, pick 2 things that you can always come back to. You know what I mean? That you could always come back to when you may get a little too deep, you may get a little too real for your own self, or you may not even want to go there. What can you go back to? I mean, this bottle right here that ain't never gonna leave me. And then, you know what I mean? And then when I ain't got no more of that, I got these women. And when these women leave me, I got the whiskey. So we can always come back to them 2 factors, you know what I'm saying? So it was just really about giving a product. I hate to say the word image, but giving them something, giving them a misconception to run off of in the beginning. You know what I mean? All he ever talk about is getting drunk, and you know what I mean, and his fucked up relationships he be in. I'd be like, that's cool, but if you listen long enough, you hear the bigger picture. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was the whole point behind it. NEAT, I just wanted that to be my campaign. It made sense to me. You know what I mean? It was the one thing that I sat with Good, and I was like, yo, I'm about to do this project. I got 6 records. You know what I mean? I want to call it NEAT, and he just sat there. He was. He didn't even talk. He just played some beats. He was like,
yeah.
He was like, use that. for everything. You know what I mean? He's like, for everything.
I never seen anybody doing the impersonation of me like they sit back.
It was on point too, though.
Yeah, it was. I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, like, okay. I can see myself. That's probably what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Sit back in the chair. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, man. So I'm just seeing it because, just like you said, you know, he was like, yeah, neat, and you know, he threw some ideas out there, and the one thing about Div is like, Div. What 23?
23. I'll be 24 on July 25th. Shout out because we gotta throw a party.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some big, some major for you, man. But you know, the one thing that I learned just in the couple of years that I've been knowing Div, the one thing that I learned is like he'll say something and immediately follow through on it. Like, so it's almost like you can tell that he formulated in his head first, and then he'll put it out there with already knowing his steps, you know, to make it happen. So it was like, yeah, man, everything gonna be neat. I'm doing all of, you know, I'm gonna have like shirts. I'm gonna have all my merch gonna be straight. My car is gonna be neat. And then I just saw it. Like a week or two went by, and it's just like I just started seeing all this stuff he was talking about.
Man, that's a tool right there that's gonna help you win right there.
Yeah,
following
that,
through, boy. You a rare breed for sure.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard, and you know, it's at that point where it shouldn't be hard, but just like Hennessy said, like you just don't see that.
No,
you don't see it. It's like people say stuff, and then, you know, I've learned that just you gotta wait for people to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, you'll be spinning your wheels doing all the work, and then you're just like, you know, by the time you get to where you need to be with stuff, they move past it because
straight
like,
up.
Oh, I ain't want to do it no more. But they didn't communicate that with you, so you doing this stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like it's a moot point. So, you know, I always appreciated that about Div, man. You said July. You releasing the project on your birthday?
We gonna do it on my birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gonna shoot a video that day. Mm-hmm. We gonna throw a party that day because I couldn't have a party last year. If you've catching my drift,
word.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, we gonna release it all at once. We just gonna, you know what I mean? I really just wanted to be like a celebration with people that been rocking with me since the beginning. Like, you know, everybody from Rob McCoy and his camp to the winning team, to Milestone and these people who just been thugging it with me and realized my situation and was lending me in, you know, inviting me into a community to come into my own under. These are, you know, those are the artists I want out there. I'm not gonna go find a bunch of high name people to come around and be active and perform. I want the people that was there when we was thugging it in the mud.
Right.
You know what I mean? And of course, we gonna have the fam. We gonna barbecue. We gonna cook. We gonna do everything. So
that's a weekend or something.
Oh, it's a Saturday.
Man,
you're there.
Man, give me that invite.
You're there.
Yeah.
Come through like Uncle Pete. You know, slide through there. I had that bottle for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hennessy, go ahead and set it up. And I guess I can put this out on the Good Hennessy show. I haven't even announced this yet. I just thought about it.
What you got?
Well, you know, every year I do my cookout. My
okay.
You know, straight out the den on the grill is what we call it.
Right.
And so we have a date for that.
Okay.
And you know, this is free food. You know, all you got to do, all I ask is you bring some toiletries or something for the homeless.
Gotcha.
You know, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that. You bring that. We collect those. Y'all eat. You know, and I have water. I probably ain't gonna buy no liquor. That price go. You can bring your own bottle. I have some water for you.
There's gonna
drink.
be some liquor. I'm just saying.
You know, I provide water and I provide all the food, all of that. You know, come down and eat. And I'm gonna be on the grill. You know, cooking, make sure you know the food prepared for everybody. But that's gonna be July 11th.
Straight up.
July 11th. So that's actually on a Sunday. So it's gonna be, you know, old school West Coast style, you know, Sunday barbecue.
Gotcha.
You know, I might just be out there in some chucks.
Hey.
But you know what I'm saying? But
hey.
I got a surprise for y'all. What I'm actually gonna be wearing. I can't put that out there.
Oh man!
I got a surprise for y'all. I'm going all the way with this thing. So,
okay.
July 11th though, and you know those that know me will be getting the personal invite. But you know I'll put the date out there. You know, location and all that. You know that's a little bit later.
This be my first time coming. I'm coming this year.
Yeah. You got to make sure you come, man. I tell you every year, man. I tell you, you know. But you know,
I don't be here.
You don't be here, so I understand.
I'll be here this time.
Yeah. Definitely, man.
Sure.
July gonna be real nice, man.
For sure.
Shout out to Coop. He gonna be on the Good Hennessy show too. He got a project dropping. Good day around.
Man, Coop is y'all can't sleep on Coop. Like that's a talented cat. Like, you know what I mean? When you hear his stuff and you watch his visuals, that's somebody who's very aware of what he's trying to do and trying to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people out here spitballing or stabbing in the dark, but like Coop, when you see him in his eye when he perform, he looking at you in the eye because he's like, this was the point of, you know what I mean? This is what I came here to do. Like, he get his point across clear, man. It's a good dude.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the winning team.
Winning team, man. So we getting ready to go to commercial. But no, we're not going to commercial. I'm sorry. I just feel like we need to say going to commercial. We're trying to get these sponsors up in this thing. Look, man, hey, let's go and put it out there. If y'all want to sponsor the Good Hennessy Show, powered by Live Hip Hop,
I support this message.
Contact us.
Most definitely.
It's some nice viewership. You ain't got to spend a whole lot of money.
Not a whole lot.
But if you got some product that you want us to be placed right here, holler at us. We'll make it happen.
Right.
We'll make it happen. You can holler at her, but you can hit us up at Good Hennessy Show at Gmail. The Good Hennessy Show at Gmail.
Word.
Excuse me. And let us know what you need. We'll make it happen, man. We're trying to make this thing bigger. We doing okay now. We're trying to make it bigger.
And we also still trying to look for these live audience members.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, to follow through.
And that would be nasty though.
You know what I mean?
If you had chilling there.
Somebody to be so
Call
dope.
and response.
Yeah,
libations.
For real.
So look, man,
just hit us up.
Hit us up, man. Good Hennessy Show. Twitter, Instagram. Hennessy, I already know you ready to spell it.
Yeah, GoodHenneCSHOW. Man, I'm chilling with my West Coast partner, so I had to put my shades on today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that next segment.
We track suits, man. We're gonna go into this track suits video off the new project, Neat.
Yes, sir.
So y'all check it out. Shout out by the homie Mike Sick. Shout out to Mike Sick, man. DIV. Track suits. And I apologize, man. I should have let you introduce your own.
Oh man, I ain't even tripping, man. As long as we shouted out Mike 6, man, that was cool. That was cool.
All good, man. Good Hennessy Show.